I have a challenge for you. Okay, I want you to, first of all, make the OK symbol. See, there's an O and a K. Everyone's got the OK symbol. Now, hold it, but this time, keep the OK symbol on your chin. All right, so just put it on your chin, hold it there. So by now, hopefully, everybody watching this video has the OK symbol on their chin. Well, here's the thing. I bet the majority of you have it on your cheek, not your chin. Why? I was super clear. I said have it on your chin 3 times. Well, the reason is because our actions send a much more powerful message than the words we use. In fact, research would suggest that our words only are really responsible for 7% of the message we're sending. 93% is nonverbal, mannerisms, the tone of our voice. So what does this mean to you as a leader? It means that certainly pay attention to the words you're using, but pay just as much attention or more to how you're delivering that message. Practically speaking, when you're giving praise or encouragement to an employee, actually make a point of not looking at your phone while you're doing it. Because the message that you're saying might be a wonderful, message of praise and encouragement, but that what you're sending is that person's thinking, wow, I'm not as important as whatever's kind of texting him right now. I know for me in Zoom meetings, I have multiple screens. So I often am looking at you, but I'm looking at you on another screen. But if I do that, I know it's easy for me to send the message that I'm just scrolling the internet. I'm sending emails. So I have to be mindful that I need to look in the camera when I want to talk to you. The other thing I'd say is find somebody that knows you well. Someone who will not just tell you what you want to hear, but they'll tell you the truth and say, is there anything that I do when I'm communicating that sometimes gets in the way of me being effective? And I remember years ago, a facilitator I work with, she sees me work often. She said, Tim, just interesting, this morning when you were presenting, every time you were about to make a new point, you would step forward and cross your arms. I said, really? I don't remember that. I'm not quite sure if you got that right. And she said, well, that's definitely what happened this morning. So she was just be aware of it. Well, of course, after lunch, the first time I'm presenting, new session, I noticed that as I'm about to make my first point, I want to step forward and cross my arms. It's like, wow, she was right. Now, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily, but is it the message I want to send? That I'm the expert, that I'm kind of closed in my thinking? No. So I had to work on changing that. So my guess is you've got some of those kind of quirks or approaches you take as well. And if someone can point them out to you, they identify blind spots, things that sometimes get in the way of you being effective when you're trying to get that message across. There's a quote by author Brian Tracy. He says that communication is a skill you can learn. It's like typing or riding a bicycle. And if you're willing to work at it, you can rapidly improve the quality of every aspect of your life. So my challenge for you today is certainly think about the words you're saying, but spend extra time thinking about how you're saying them, realizing that's really where your message comes across. Because it's true, actions speak louder than words.